Hey, what's going on, you broke motherfuckers?
Let's get fucking big!
Hey, what's going on, you broke motherfucker? You know, the thing about Trump for me is, like, I like Trump, you know what I mean? Let's put it this way, I like he's a character to me. I only like his character, not his human being character, but his character as Donald Trump. He's a character. You know, like The Apprentice, he was in Home Alone, and, he's been in a bunch of things. He's rich, Trump Towers, the way he talks shit to people, he's fucking hilarious to me, right? But that's different, right? So I enjoy that because it's entertaining. Like, I like Trump's character. It's like he's a funny motherfucker, right? But as a human being, no, I don't fuck with him like that. I don't get down with what he's doing because, as an older man, someone his age, right? He's like my grandfather's age, right? It's like he's just, when you get that age, you just don't give a fuck. Like, you don't care. Now, meaning you're just going to do everything you can until the end. Like, that's just what it is. And nobody sees that, I guess. I've seen things over the years where I've witnessed, older people doing crazy shit. Because it's like they have nothing to lose. Like, why not? Start a war? Okay, let's go. It's like you gotta prove something. Like, you gotta do one big more. It just is never enough. So when you're older like that, you don't. Not that he's not coherent. I'm sure he's fine. What I mean is your sense of reality about things that happen to other people. You just don't give a fuck anymore. You just don't. And I know that because I've seen older people say these things. I've seen them do things and explain why they did them. They just don't care. There's no more emotions anymore. The emotions is gone, if that makes any more sense to you. Meaning, and he doesn't, and what I'm saying is not in a negative way, he doesn't give a fuck. He just doesn't give a fuck. Meaning he doesn't care about having emotions towards little things anymore. Those little things aren't important to him anymore because it takes too much of his time. They're irrelevant. So he just focuses on the big things, which he doesn't give a fuck about either, and he just does what he wants to do. Let's just see what happens. Because he has nothing to lose, right? So, anyway, that's my take on it. So, my thing on JD Vance, right? JD Vance is, I don't hate the guy. I don't like the guy. I'm like just numb to him, He hasn't done anything to me, But his character, it's, when you see something like, when you see somebody on TV that they're doing it and that what they're doing is not them, the way they speak, the way they carry themselves, and you can just tell that nigga does not go, when he leaves there, he's not talking to other people like that. When he sat down with Joe Rogan and the way he's, all that shit, man, that nigga don't laugh like that. Man, listen, man, I guarantee you, he sits at his dinner table and he's talking all sorts of shit. Because he's a human, okay? If you think that man speaks like that 24/7 since he was a fucking kid, you're out of your mind. Okay? I'm just telling you the facts, right? JD Vance is not who he portrays himself as, on TV. Now, I say that to say, and that's okay. He's human. You know what I mean? It's like, he's just human, and I don't care. I'm not mad at him for it. Just, I'm just telling you that that's not him. He's fake. But the thing is, though, I do understand that he has to do that, but I understand that. So when I laugh at it, I'm like, okay, well, he has to talk like that, And the reason he has to is because 80% of the population, they don't see that. So that 80% is going to get him what he needs. Does that make any sense? The voters, right? That ha 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 and talking, yes, all that bullshit. 80% of those people believe that shit and believe that that's how he is. So they're going to vote for him, right? And that's the goal, right? I'm not mad at him. Do it. Cool. Good for you. I'm just saying I know that he's full of shit. I know everything he's saying is bullshit. And that's why so I can instantly say, no, I'm not going to vote for him. Just because, you know what I'm saying? But even though I know that he's full of shit, I'm talking about who he is as a person, meaning his persona, the way he portrays himself. He's full of shit. But while he's being full of shit and portraying somebody he's not, if he says something that I like, well, I might vote for him. Even though I'm laughing going, man, you do not talk like that. But if he says something thrilling that I like, yeah, I'll vote for him, even though I know he doesn't fucking act like that in real life. Yes, see, that's the difference. So I'm not shitting on him at all. I'm just saying that people need to, understand how things work and why they have to work that way. All right, 80% of the people, the other 20% that knows that he's not like that, they're just like me. They're just like, did he really just say that? Now he's going to go, he's going to leave, and he's going to be talking so much shit about this person, and he ain't going to sound like that when he talks the shit. So, and it's funny, right? But now but the 20% of people, if he does say something that we like, we're probably going to go along with it because it might work. Shit. Because the whole goal is to make America even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, not great again, just even better. Because we're amazing. We're the bullies of the world, and I fucking love it. But at the end of the day, even though I laugh at his character because it's not him, if he has a solution to a fucking problem and it's gonna work, I'm gonna vote for his ass. So that's the difference on JD Vance for me. When you wake up, you see all the news and stuff, right? All this Trump shit. It's like 6 months ago, I wouldn't really, you saw it, right? The Epsteins and just everything, right? But it wasn't like that impactful. It was like, okay, a bunch of shit's going on, and then it was like kind of entertaining. You just saw a whole bunch of crazy shit about Epstein, whatever, the island, and who's involved, who's not, XYZ, right? But now, every morning I get up, it is like, and I'm not even bullshitting you, it's like 32 things. Like, they don't even separate it. They just go, they talk about everything. And basically, what I'm getting at is, 6 months ago it was like, entertaining, whatever. Now it's just like, I don't give a fuck. There's so much shit that's piled on Trump that I can't even, begin is what I'm looking for. Begin to analyze anything or go in depth. I don't even want to. You know what I mean? That's just, at this point, I'm just waking up to see the chapter end. You know what I mean? I just want to see the results to all this shit that I've been hearing because I'm tired of analyzing it. Every time you analyze it or try to go in depth, or even speak about it with anybody, it goes nowhere. It's like all you do is tell your opinion and it means shit. None of these opinions out here that I'm watching, either on Piers Morgan or Brian Cohen and then the Midas Touch, all these jokers out here, man. Great people. I love the Midas Touch, by the way. And I love Brian Cohen. But that dude's funny. He be saying some wild shit on there. I be like, yo, what the fuck? We all say the same shit, different day, different diaper. It just goes nowhere. So at this point for me, now, I'm still, like I said, people are going to have their opinions. I'm going to watch, laugh, all that shit. But I am not trying to analyze anymore. Every chapter ends. It's going to end. So everybody just needs to be patient and just let the shit unfold. Somebody's going to jail. At the end of the day, somebody's going to prison. Federal fucking prison. But at the end of the day, we gotta let the chips fall. Now you guys can waste your energy and all this other shit talking about it. I'm just gonna sit back and see who's going to prison, who's not, or who's not getting elected and who is, and what's going on with Israel and this war and Epstein Islands and all this shit. Listen, man, at the end of the day, Just let the chips fall. Just if everybody just stops talking about it, something's going to happen. Because what happens is the more and more we keep all putting our opinions in there, the longer it takes. When a group of people, when all of us get together, millions of people, and just start talking about this shit, it goes nowhere. But if everybody just shuts the fuck up, then the results come faster. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, right? You would think, oh, the more we talk about it, the more shit's gonna get unraveled, and it's gonna push this issue, and it's gonna, the public should reach out and push issues and make things happen, but not in this case. That's for certain things. Now, at the beginning, that's what we assumed, right? Oh, the public gets involved. We start pushing issue and putting pressure and all that shit. It's done nothing. All it's done is made a bunch of people look stupid. Other people are fighting each other over the shit. The victims are suffering, right? But the suspects, right? All the bad motherfuckers out there, nothing's happened to them. They're just getting away. They're going straight. Look, man, these people are laughing in your face and going straight to lunch, right? And in the meantime, everybody else is fighting each other over there over this shit. Everything with their opinions, and then people getting sued and shit like that, like over motherfuckers that haven't even been indicted yet. So now I'm just taking my role, and I'm just gonna let the chips fall. And I think it'll be faster if everybody shuts the fuck up and just let shit unfold. Now, yeah, if you need to talk about it, get views, get paid, go ahead. But I'm just saying, for the real motherfuckers out there that actually care, just sit back, relax. This nigga's going down. Now get off my channel, you broke motherfucker.
Hey, what's going on, you broke motherfuckers?
Let's get fucking big.